So you can buy loads of mince pies out there, but to be honest with you, there's nothing nicer than making your own because you kind of dictate how much filling goes into them, what kind of pastry you use.
So if you want to go through it and enjoy the experience to do it yourself, this is how.
Yeah.
Or else you can go, because you are right, the standard of the game is gone way up, isn't it?
Way up, way up, way
like
up.
You can, they're talking about some of the supermarket ones can be quite good.
Yeah, no, if you do, you could do a lot of blind taste tests, and probably some of the supermarket ones will win.
Yeah.
But again, it's just.
This is about the tradition.
It's the tradition, and it's nice to be able to do it, and it's nice to be able to do it with your kids and pass on the tradition. I think, it's just something. It's kind of it's what Christmas is about.
Yeah.
So what we have is just a regular sweet short crust pastry. So we've got flour, butter, and icing sugar, and egg, and it splits together to a breadcrumb into the fridge. Just let it rest. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll out the pastry. So personally, what I find sometimes with the shop bought ones is that the pastry is quite thick. And the reason it's quite thick is because they need to extend the shelf life. If it's very, very thin and you have a soft filling in the centre, eventually the pastry will kind of get soggy and it can only sit in the shelves for so long. So sometimes I find the pastry is very
soggy and wet.
Yeah, so at least if you do home cooked ones, you can do nice skinny pastry, get it really, really crisp, and they do taste far superior. So what we're going to do is just a little bit of flour, and we're just going to roll out the pastry as thin as we can. So I like to try and roll it out to just the thickness of, say, like a euro coin.
Wow, that's thin.
So when you're working with pastry, what you should always do is give it 2 or 3 rolls and then twist it. So 1, 2, 3, and then twist it 90 degrees, and just bring a bit of flour into it again. Also, sometimes as well, if you've got very hot hands, the pastry will start to melt in your hands. So try and have it as cold as you can, just out of the fridge, and have a nice cold rolling pin.
And are you doing these kind of recipes and things like that on the courses here?
Yes, we have a few courses coming up at Christmas time.
What kind of things are coming up?
So basically, we're doing a course on Christmas canopies, how to do really quick Christmas canopies for dinner parties, and then we're doing a Christmas dinner with a twist. So people can come and they sit down, and we do a 3-hour class, and I cook them a 4-course Christmas dinner. It's kind of interactive, some questions, and just show them alternatives to turkey and ham. And it's a nice day out.
What would be? Give me one example of the alternative to turkey and ham. Then, talking about a fish dish or something?
No, venison.
Okay.
Duck.
Duck.
Yeah, duck and venison are quite good this time of year. So I'm going to do a duck starter and then a venison main course.
You're doing any desserts? Did somebody tell me you're doing some stuff with the guys, even with cocktails and drinks and things like that, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to start doing Christmas cocktails as well. So we'll show them how we make a Christmas cocktail just with a twist.
Yeah. And they're all details of that on the website?
Yeah, they're all on Kinsale Gourmet Academy.com.
Kinsale Gourmet Academy.com.
So you can just log on there and
get stuck in.
As they say.
Yeah. A great gift, actually, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we have a voucher section as well, so you can get vouchers if you want. It is the gift of teaching someone how to cook is they have it for life. So next year we're hoping to do a lot of cookery lessons with kids. We're going to start approaching schools and do healthy eating courses with transition year students because get them young.
Oh yeah, teach them.
So they're not eating macaroni and cheese when they go to college.
Oh, I love mac and cheese. Are you going to spray paint that now like a car or something?
I'm going to spray paint
this. Spray painted blue.
The muffin tin. So this is just a grease spray. You can get.
Very clever. No? What is that?
This is a French brand, but you can actually get you've seen the ads on TVs.
It is a French brand called greasing spray.
Greasing spray is the English terminology on that side.
It.
But you're the Flora spray, you see the ad on TV,
yeah.
You can just use them. It's easier than you.
Because I'd be there now with the old butter.
Yeah. Just you're guaranteed to get every single section.
True enough. So
then I'm just going to get a cup and just press down.
That is a mug, my friend.
A mug, sorry chef. Take one like that, okay? And then I'm going to just drop it straight in. And I only want the pastry to come halfway up. I don't want it to go all the way up.
Why?
Because otherwise I end up putting too much filling in. And then you actually only taste filling, you won't taste the pastry.
It explodes.
Yeah. So then what we have is some mince meat. So about a teaspoon of mince meat in the centre. Classically then you'd put a lid on top, another lid on top of that. But what we do is we make some frangipan.
What's that then?
So frangipan is equal amounts of eggs, butter, sugar and almonds blitzed together to a paste.
Okay. Seems like a lot of work.
No, all those ingredients go into a food processor, turn it on.
It's just a lot of work to someone like me who's lazy. But remember, a lot of this you're not doing it on Christmas morning.
You're not doing it on Christmas morning.
You're doing it leisurely.
Yeah, like that frangipan paste will keep in the fridge for about a week.
Yeah.
So what we do then is we just literally put a tablespoon on top of the just like that. And then what happens is that as this fella bakes, the frangipane it flattens out,
it fills
and
the void.
it creates a lid on top of the pastry.
Oh, mega.
And the nice thing is then is you've got different pastries. You've got the crispy short crust underneath, and then on top then you've got kind of an almondy kind of a sponge, and you've got different textures and flavours.
Frangipane. So where will I get a recipe for this again? Because I've forgotten already.
It's equal amounts of sugar, butter, eggs, and almonds. And
Almonds are the secret then,
yeah,
aren't they?
yeah.
Okay.
And it's all just blitz together. It's this classic French recipe. Any website you'll get it if you Google up frangipane. They go into an oven at 180 degrees for 20 minutes. So I'll just throw that in here.
All on its lonesome. Oh, I see that there's a couple of birds in there.
There's a couple of birds in there. And then 20 minutes later,
Voila.
job done. So what you'll see is that you've got crispy pastry on the bottom, and then you've got the soft frangipane, which is a nice texture, and then you've got the filling.
Oh, give us a bit of that, mate.
There you go, dig in there.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, lovely top to it.
So again, it's just instead of having pastry on the bottom and then more pastry on top, it's just different techniques. So that's it.
Come home with me. Come home with me.
So,
Mega.
because sometimes when people put the short crust pastry lid on top, they have a tendency to burst, or if it isn't sealed correctly, the minced meat spills out. But with the frangipane,
It seals it.
it seals it naturally.
It's slightly molten before it sets.
Yeah, so it just melts over the top, and you get a really nice finish on it.
Oh, yeah, look. Forgive me for touching it, but look at that lovely kind of contrasting colours.
So,
Now it's in my hand, I might as well eat it. What the hell?
mince pies with a twist.
So, wait a second. What are we putting on top of it? Custard, cream,
Brandy custard, brandy cream,
ice cream,
anything you want really. I think
all
they're-
of the above.
I think they're good enough by themselves.
No, I know, but you know, no disrespect.
Take it easy, Neil. Yeah? Like,
Just
give me
throw a butter of custard over that.
But yeah, they're lovely with custard. Or brandy cream would kind of be the classic. Bit of vanilla, bit of
Oh man, I
Vanilla.
don't even eat a whole lot of mince pies.
yeah. No, but
I
they're
love that.
quite different.